Data points. That's what we are here to talk about today. What do I mean when I say data points? You go through something, you learn something, data point. That's really what it's about. Very simple. So, moment of silence there. When it comes to a person's journey of personal evolution, it's likely that a person is going to live differently from how they previously lived. Right? This is why data points are so important. When you are on your journey of healing, I should talk about this from a standpoint of I. When I am on my journey of healing, as I am right now, I learn things that I didn't previously know. I learn ways of behaving that I didn't previously know. And with that, there are new data points. Because when I learn to do something that is different from how I previously did it, and it's actually better than how I previously did it, I'm not going to continue doing things the way that I previously did. Yeah, that's how it works. So, with that, there is a bug on my hand. With that, that's really what growth and healing and personal evolution is all about. It's all about data points. When you learn to allow the healthy anger to surface and to just be there, that teaches you something. It's an entire experience in and of itself. And with that, you gain a data point. Right? You were right here. Right? And right here, you knew things to be a certain way. Right? And then you experienced a bunch of shit, and now you're over here. And with this area over here, you have a data point. What's the data point? For example, allow the healthy anger to surface. What happens when you allow the healthy anger to surface? Well, example, what usually happens is that you allow yourself to feel something you didn't previously... Let's try that again. What happens usually is that you allow yourself to feel something that you didn't previously allow yourself to feel, and with that comes an entire learning experience. There's a very good chance that you are not going to do things the same way you previously did when you have that experience. Because of that, data point. The data point is kind of like the fuck around and find out thing, right? It's like, oh, we don't have to use the horse and buggy anymore. We now have cars. We can go faster. Cool. That's what a data point is. It is new information that one didn't previously know, and as a result of knowing, one can live differently. It's cool. So the reason why data points are so important to me, I was thinking about it the other day. May have literally been yesterday. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I live differently today than I lived years ago. One would hope, I can imagine, right? But the reality of it is, I have learned things that have allowed me to see myself and life differently, and therefore be differently, therefore live differently. And it's like, wow. And that just transforms everything. Data point. Data point is you are now different. You have now experienced differently. You have now learned differently. And with that, there's a good chance that you're not going to do things the same way that you previously did. And with that, there's also a good chance that you're going to experience life differently than how you previously did. This stuff is absolutely important. The more data points you have, the more differently, I think that's the right way of saying it, the more differently you live. It's just the reality of it. This is the reality of personal evolution. Data points. This is how it works. That's the reality of it. So yeah, data points are there to show you where you are, what you've learned. They're data. They're information. Oh, you used to repress the healthy anger. Data point. Allow the healthy anger to surface. And maybe the birds will come by. So yeah, data point. Don't push it down anymore. Don't repress it. Just allow it to be there. Cool. And then with that, of course, there's an entire experience of healing, because when you allow yourself to feel, you allow yourself to heal. And also when you allow yourself to feel lower energy emotions like anger, shame, guilt, all that kind of stuff. I'm actually going to take anger out of that. I'm just going to focus on shame and guilt, fear. Let's add fear in there. When you allow yourself to feel the lower energy emotions, you actually more profoundly feel the more elevated emotions. It's really cool how it works.